Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you what to do once you have if you happen to replace your speedometer in your 2007 to 2012 Toyota Yaris sedans. This also applies to the Vios and Belta sedans, both also 2007 to 2012. Um, this is the original speedometer that came in my 2009 Toyota Yaris sedan. The reason I'm changing this out is because the needle, um, it's pretty much what I could say is it drops below the zero. So every time I start the car, like even though I pop this off and put the needle where it's supposed to, once I start the car, it'll drop down way below the zero. So when I start driving, the speedometer is off by 10 miles per hour. And if I fix the needle while the car is running and then idle and park and put it on zero, it'll be perfectly fine. I can shut the car off, turn it back on, fine. But if I get out the car, let the car sit for, say, 5 minutes, I'll come back to the car later, the needle drops right back down. So I just went ahead and purchased another one. This one's out of 2012. Yaris sedan. You can see a different design. I like this look a little bit better. Plus, also goes with the theme I'm gonna be going with inside my Yaris. But whenever you happen to get a new speedometer, old, used, whatever, when you get another one, the mileage is gonna be off. This one, the mileage was 116,223 miles on it. And my original one that came with the car is at 170,923 miles. So to fix that, instead of sending it to a repair shop and spend bukus of money, this is what you gotta do. For this instance, what I'm about to show you for these two, even though it's the same car, different year, once you swap out the odometer board, the only issue is since this one doesn't have the little, as you can see right there, the little box for the door, it displays the car with what side the door is open. On the old layout, all it will show is an icon of a door open, but it doesn't show which side. This one, on the other hand, is more specific. So the only issue is if you're doing like me, if you go from this design to this design with this door box, once you swap out that odometer board, this won't function properly. It will just show two lines, one long line at the bottom and a door open symbol, but it won't display the whole car. That's the only issue I've noticed between swapping it. And if that's a big deal to you, just make sure you got the same. For this one, there's, I think, 2 or 3 versions of this without the door box. So you can swap this out with anyone. You won't have the issue. But if you're swapping from this layout to this layout, the only thing I've noticed is that door, but everything else functions perfectly fine. But for the sake of this video, I already took out all the screws. And also, as you can tell, the one with this layout has a different back from this one, but it's basically the same. So what you want to do for this one, for this layout, without the door, just take out the screws on the back. It's a Phillips head. Phillips head. And this one got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws. And then once you take those 10 screws out, this is the back side. Now this one with the new design with the door box, it's only 2 screws. 1 screw here, other screw here. Then next thing you want to do for this layout, get a flat head and gently lift up the tabs, and then it'll come off. Now this is the odometer board that I'm talking about. All you do is hold this down because there's something supporting it. And since I'm doing this with one hand, just pull it out, straight out, upwards. Make sure you're supporting the PCB board. That way you don't break this. And then with your new one, you do the same thing. See? Just swap it and then press down firmly. And then the odometer that was in your old speedometer, the mileage that you done will now show up on the new or replacement speedometer that you got for your 2007 to 2012 model. So that's all you gotta do. And like I said before, let me swap it back over so I can show you. If you have this design, if it has the tachometer on it, you can swap this out with any other layout. If it doesn't have this with the RPMs, I'm not sure if you'll be able to swap the odometer with that one, because I think the odometer board controls this as well. If not, you can. I'm not 100% sure on how these exactly work when it comes to the odometer boards. I'm not sure if this controls it or what. But if you're going from this layout to this one, like I said before, with the little door icon that actually displays the whole car and actually show what side the door is open on, that's the only issue you're going to have when switching the odometer from this layout to this layout. But everything works perfectly fine as it should. That I've tested it too on the car. But like I said, if that bothers you, that the door box doesn't display the whole car, don't do it. But if you don't care about that door box showing the whole car when you switch from this layout to this one, go ahead. But if you're that type of person that it is going to bother you, don't switch from that design to this one. So I don't think there's any videos out there or any information about how to do that. So I figured I'll do a video on that. But I hope this was informative, helpful, and also save you some money. So that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.